Welcome back, friends. Remember, at the beginning of this video lesson, you made predictions about the topic of the poem, and now you're going to make a prediction about what type of book each text is. But first, think back to Module 2. What are the two types of texts we read in Module 2? What are the two types of texts we read in Module 2? You may have said it. We read informational texts such as Never Smile at a Monkey, as well as stories such as Seven Blind Mice. Now look at the chart on the screen. This chart shows the key characteristics of books that tell stories and books that give information. Books that tell stories tell about what happens to a character. They have characters, setting, a problem, and a resolution. They also have a beginning, middle, and an end. Books that give information that teaches something about a topic. It gives facts and sometimes have text features. You will read both types of text during this module, and now you're going to look at the covers of the books to help you make a prediction about the book's genre or about what type of books they are. Here are the titles of the books we will explore during this module. Feel the Wind, Brave Irene, The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind, Gilberto and the Wind, and Owl at Home. Now, I want you to think about whether these books are more likely to tell a story or to give information. Think. Which of these are more likely to tell a story or to give information? Okay, now I'm ready to write out my predictions, and I want you to do the same in your journal. You're going to make a T-chart. And on the left-hand side, you are going to write the title of the module books that you think will tell stories. And on the right-hand side, you'll write the title of module text that you think will give information. Okay, so on my T-chart, I'm going to write out the module books in the left-hand column that I think will tell stories, and the ones that I think will give information will go on the right-hand column. So for example, I might use the text Gilberto and the Wind. And I predict that Gilberto and the Wind will tell a story. So I am going to write that here. So you will see on my chart, under Tell Stories, I have the title of the book, Gilberto and the Wind. And that's because I predict Gilberto and the Wind will tell a story. It's your turn now. You're going to use the chart that you just created. And on the left-hand side, remember, you'll write the titles of the books that you predict tell stories. And on the right-hand side, you'll write the titles of the books that you predict give information. I want to remind you that you're only going to make predictions or guesses about what each type of book is, because until you read a book, it's impossible to know what kind of book it is. And as we read each new book in the module, you'll be able to look back at your chart to see if you are correct. Pause the video now to complete the chart in your journal. Welcome back, friends. I really wish I could have read your predictions. We're going to go back to the poem that we started this video lesson with, and I want you to listen carefully. I can get through a doorway without any key and strip the leaves from the great oak tree. I can drive storm clouds and shake tall towers, or steal through a garden and not wake the flowers. Seas I can move and ships I can sink. I can carry a housetop or the scent of a pink. When I am angry, I can rave and riot. And when I am spent, I lie quiet as quiet. I want you to think, what do you predict this poem is about? What do you predict this poem is about? Tell your learning partner. I'm sure you said it. The title of this poem is The Wind. Now, I'm going to read the poem again. And as I read the poem this time, I want you to imagine the wind doing the things that the poem describes. Listen carefully. The wind. I can get through a doorway without any key and strip the leaves from the great oak tree. I can drive storm clouds and shake tall towers, or steal through a garden and not wake the flowers. Seas I can move and ships I can sink. I can carry a housetop or the scent of a pink. When I am angry, I can rave and riot. And when I am spent, I lie quiet as quiet. Did you imagine the wind doing the things that the poem described? I bet you did. You are going to be learning more about how the wind is a powerful force throughout this module. Nice job, fantastic first graders, making observations about a new text today and making predictions about the types of books we'll be reading in this module. Next time, we'll continue reading Feel the Wind. But until then, be kind and do something great because you are capable of greatness.